Welcome to the comfy zone. Make yourself at home.
Previously, on The Secret of the Silent House, I arrived in the small Texas town of Millersville, seeking a story that would capture the essence of its dark past. Renting a modest house on the outskirts of town, I delved into my research, meeting two key individuals along the way. Sarah, the friendly coffee shop owner, shared an old journal with me, shedding some light on the town's history, but leaving me with a sense of missing pieces. Tom, an elderly local, directed me to Old Man Johnson, a mysterious figure who held deep knowledge of the town's secrets. Inside Johnson's cluttered house, he warned me of the dangers of seeking the truth, leaving me both intrigued and apprehensive about what lay ahead. As I delved deeper, the town's residents grew more guarded, and whispers of the silent house, a cursed place with an enigmatic past, consumed my thoughts. The pieces were slowly falling into place, hinting at something malevolent lurking within Millersville's history. Sarah had warned me about an evil presence, and Old Man Johnson's cryptic words only fueled my curiosity further. Yet, with each step, I could sense the weight of danger pressing upon me, and the mysterious events surrounding the town seemed to take on a life of their own. Desperate to uncover the secrets of Millersville, I knew I couldn't afford to be turned away by Old Man Johnson. As he stood there, his stern gaze fixed upon me, I reached into my bag and pulled out the worn, leather-bound journal that Sarah had given me. "Wait, please," I pleaded, holding up the journal. This belonged to one of the town's founding families. It's filled with valuable information. Look, it even mentions the silent house." Old Man Johnson's eyes flickered with curiosity as he glanced at the journal. He reluctantly motioned for me to sit back down, his gruff exterior softening slightly. "Go on, show me," he muttered. I opened the journal to a marked page, revealing a faded passage recounting the silent house's mysterious history. I read aloud the tales of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena that had plagued the house over the years. The words seemed to hang in the air, adding weight to the room. Old Man Johnson listened intently, his eyes narrowing with each word. When I finished, a heavy silence filled the room. He leaned back in his chair, deep in thought. "You've piqued my curiosity," he finally spoke, his voice laced with caution. "But be warned, young man, the silent house is no ordinary place. It holds darkness beyond imagination, a darkness that can consume even the bravest of souls." I nodded, acknowledging his warning, yet my determination only grew stronger. I sensed that Old Man Johnson possessed vital knowledge, the missing puzzle piece that could reveal the truth about the silent house and the town's haunting past. "I understand the risks," I said firmly, "but I need your guidance, your insights. Help me shed light on the shadows that linger here." Old Man Johnson's weathered face hardened again, uncertainty mingling with the traces of curiosity. He leaned forward, his eyes piercing mine. "You have no idea what you're getting yourself into," he warned, his voice low and grave. But I was resolute. "I'm willing to take that risk," I said. "The town deserves to know its history, and I won't rest until I've uncovered the truth." Old Man Johnson's expression remained inscrutable for a moment before he sighed heavily. "Very well," he said, his voice resigned. "If you're so determined, I'll share what I know. But remember, young man, the path you're treading is treacherous, and the truth may be more terrifying than you can fathom." As Old Man Johnson began to reveal the harrowing tale that intertwined with the silent house, I braced myself for the dark revelations that awaited, preparing to delve further into the heart of Millersville's chilling secrets. As Old Man Johnson spoke, the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. He revealed that the silent house had once been a hub of dark magic, a place where unspeakable rituals had been performed by a coven of witches. Over time, the house had become tainted, its walls imbued with the evil that had taken root within. I listened in rapt attention as Old Man Johnson recounted the tales of those who had ventured into the silent house over the years, never to return. He spoke of apparitions that roamed the halls, of whispered voices that echoed through the empty rooms, of doors that opened and closed on their own. But the most chilling story he told was of a group of teenagers who had dared each other to spend the night in the silent house. They had gone in bravely, taunting each other to be fearless, but none of them had come out alive. When the police had searched the house, they had found the teenagers' bodies, mangled and twisted in ways that defied explanation. As Old Man Johnson spoke, the room grew colder, and I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end. It was clear that the silent house held a darkness that no one could fully comprehend, and that I was venturing into a realm beyond the realm of the living. But despite the danger, I knew that I had to find out more. The secrets of Millersville were calling to me, beckoning me closer, and I could not resist their siren song. I would brave the terrors of the silent house, uncover the truth, and bring light to the darkness that had lingered for too long. With Old Man Johnson's guidance, I prepared myself for the daunting journey into the heart of the silent house. He provided me with a map that outlined the layout of the house, warning me to stay vigilant and to be prepared for the malevolent forces that resided within. As nightfall draped Millersville in an eerie silence, I approached the looming silhouette of the silent house. The air felt thick with an otherworldly energy, and a shiver crawled down my spine. Moonlight cast haunting shadows across the dilapidated structure, emphasizing its decrepit state. Cautiously, I pushed open the creaking front door, the sound resonating through the quiet house. A stale, oppressive atmosphere enveloped me as I stepped into the foyer, illuminated only by the dim glow of my flashlight. The air hung heavy with the scent of decay and forgotten secrets. Every step I took echoed through the desolate corridors, amplifying the palpable sense of unease. The house seemed to possess a life of its own, as if it were watching, waiting. My heart raced, my breaths grew shallow, but I pressed on, my determination outweighing the fear that threatened to consume me. In the darkness, I discovered hidden chambers filled with arcane symbols etched into the walls. Whispers seemed to reverberate through the halls, carried by unseen entities. Shadows danced at the corner of my vision, teasing and taunting, yet never revealing themselves fully. In one room, I stumbled upon a forgotten study, its shelves lined with ancient tomes and grimoires. Dust-covered books with cryptic titles whispered untold secrets, enticing me to unlock their forbidden knowledge. Reluctantly, I resisted the temptation, knowing that venturing deeper into this realm of darkness might come at an unbearable cost. As I ascended a decaying staircase, a chilling breeze brushed against my face, carrying with it a spectral whisper. The silence shattered as a door creaked open on its own, revealing a chamber engulfed in a sickly green light. Trembling, I cautiously stepped inside, my senses overwhelmed by a maelstrom of supernatural energy. There, in the heart of the silent house, I found a hidden chamber where the witches had conducted their malevolent rituals. Dark sigils adorned the walls, and an altar stained with the residue of sacrificial offerings stood at the center. The air grew colder still, and I could feel an invisible presence watching me, its malignant gaze penetrating my very soul. As I stood on the precipice of discovery, I could no longer deny the gravity of the situation. The secrets of the silent house were more terrifying than I had ever imagined, and I realized that I had inadvertently become entangled in a web of supernatural forces far beyond my comprehension. But the thirst for truth burned within me, urging me to push forward, to confront the unspeakable horrors that lurked within the depths of this unhallowed abode. As I cautiously approached the altar, the air crackled with an unnatural energy, my heart pounding in my chest, a mix of fear and anticipation pulsating through my veins. There, on the altar, rested an ancient tome, bound in cracked leather and adorned with faded symbols. With trembling hands, I reached out and opened the forbidden book, revealing pages filled with archaic incantations and illustrations of grotesque creatures. It was a compendium of dark magic and forbidden knowledge, a testament to the sinister practices that had unfolded within the Silent House. But what startled me most was not the contents of the book itself. It was the inscription on the first page, a dedication to me, the intrepid seeker of truth. It was as if the house had been waiting for my arrival, orchestrating a twisted dance of fate and weaving my destiny into its unholy tapestry. The realization sent chills down my spine. How could this be? Was I merely a pawn in a sinister game orchestrated by forces beyond my comprehension? Questions swirled in my mind, but the answers remained elusive. Suddenly, a gust of wind whipped through the chamber, extinguishing my flashlight and plunging me into utter darkness. Panic welled within me, but before I could react, an ethereal glow emanated from the pages of the book, casting an eerie light that illuminated the chamber. In that ghostly illumination, I saw the walls writhe with shadowy figures, their forms shifting and contorting. Whispers filled the air, an amalgamation of voices from past and present, as if the spirits of the Silent House were trying to communicate, their words an indistinguishable cacophony. Fear threatened to overwhelm me, but I clung to my resolve, my desire to unearth the truth unyielding. With a deep breath, I mustered my courage and began to recite the incantations from the book, channeling the arcane forces that resided within its pages. As my voice filled the chamber, the whispers grew louder, merging into a unified chant. The walls trembled, and a surge of energy coursed through the room. I could feel the ancient power responding, resonating with my call. And then, in a blinding flash of light, the room erupted with a force that threw me off my feet. The air crackled with raw energy, and when my vision cleared, I found myself face to face with an entity, a specter of immense power and malevolence. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly fire, its form ethereal and indistinct. A primal dread washed over me as I realized that I had summoned something far beyond my comprehension. I had unwittingly unleashed a force that threatened to consume everything in its path. Terrified and overwhelmed, I desperately sought a way to reverse the incantation, to banish this entity back to the depths from whence it came. But as I fumbled for the right words, I could sense the entity's hunger, its desire to break free from the confines of this silent house and wreak havoc upon the world. Frantically, I tried to close the book, to sever the connection, but the entity's dark presence continued to loom, its power intensifying with every passing moment. I had underestimated the forces at play, and now I stood at the precipice of an unspeakable catastrophe. In the face of this looming threat, I realized that I had no choice but to delve deeper into the secrets of the Silent House, to find the means to undo what I had set into motion. The fate of Millersville, and perhaps the world itself, rested upon my ability to confront the horrors that lurked within and restore the balance between light and darkness.